Right, in the previous video, you have learned how to find general solution, am I right? So in this video, you will learn how to find particular solution. So particular solution is just having an additional of condition. So please bear in mind, we call this condition, sorry. We call this a condition. For you all, um, to get the value of c. Okay, later. We will start by solving this separable variable. We will start from that. Okay, step one is to separate the dx and the dy. Okay, so the dy will be on the left hand side, while the dx will be on the right hand side. Do you know how do I get this? Since this is equal to 0, so I bring the 7x dx to the right hand side. Therefore, I got a negative sign there. Okay, so what I did is just simply solve this part. So I bring the negative 7x to the right hand side so that I got team x and then team y. And then next step, proceed with the integrate both sides. When I integrate both sides, I integrate 1 dy on the left hand side so that I will get only y, while on the right hand side here I will get negative 7x squared over 2 plus c. So if I stop here, this is called as general solution. But if I do not stop here, which I am given a condition here, and so I must not stop there. I should continue. Continue what? Continue say that given x value is 0, y value is 3. How do I know that? It is actually coming from here, my dear. This is actually y value is 3. Okay? And then x value is 0. I hope you know how to read this condition, okay? And then we are ready to sub in the value of y, which is 3, and then equal with negative 7 times 0 squared over 2, and then plus c. So what's the value of c? The value of c is just 3. And so we are going to sub in back the value of c into the general solution, so that what? So that we will get a particular solution now. So as a conclusion, we write down nicely y is equals to negative 7x squared over 2 plus 3. Ta-da! This is our particular solution. We finish for the first example. Let's have a look at question 6. Find the particular solution dy dx is equals to 1 over cos 2y. With the condition of x equals to 1, y equals to 0. This one, they are very kind. They tell you the value directly. Okay, and so we are going to separate this by using cross multiply. Okay, and so we will get cos 2y on the left hand side, and then dx on the right hand side, or maybe I should write it down 1 dx on the right hand side. So, and then I integrate both sides. When I integrate both sides, I integrate cos 2y. Oh, sorry guys, missing my dy here. Don't forget, it must have dy over there. So integrate cos 2y is sine 2y over 2. And then on the right hand side here, it's just x plus c. And so we remain it like that. We just write down the conditions given to us, which is x equals to 1 and then y equal to 0. So we subs in the value of 1 and y. So we will get sine 2 times 0 hang on, okay, over 2, and then equal with 1 plus c. So since I know that sine 0 is still 0, and so my value of c is actually equals to -1. Okay, so c is equals to -1. We are ready to sub in here into the general solution, and then we will get the particular solution and then the end. And so the answer is just sine 2y over 2 equals to x minus 1 settle. We stop here. We do not need to make y as a subject. No need. We can leave the y, any kind of y there, whatever, sine y, cos y, or tangent y, whatever. Just leave it there, or y squared, y cubed, whatever y on the left hand side, leave it there. You stop here, you put a hashtag. That is your final answer. Now let's go to the next example, which is dy dx is equals to exponent y. And here is our condition. Let's separate them. We will get 1 over exponent y dy, and then equal with 1 dx. I think by now you are very good in separate them. I mean, you are very good in it already. And then we are going to integrate both sides. Again, step yang sama. Integrate both sides. We will get exponent negative y over -1 equals to x plus c. Okay, and then I love to rearrange this first so that I will get -1 over exponent y equals to x plus c. Yeah, I got this general solution first. And then I put the given conditions for me, which is x equals to 0 and then y equals to 0. And so I substitute the value to get the value of c, which it will give me -1 over exponent 0 equals to 0 plus c. And eventually the answer is just c equals to -1. Right? And so the final answer, the final conclusion is just -1 over exponent y equals to x minus 1. So -1 is the plus c. So I put it there because I already got my value of c, which is -1. Settle. This is the final answer. As I said, on the left hand side here, remain it there. No need to change. Now let's go to the next example. So we separate them into team X and then team Y again. So we will get x dx on the right hand side, while 1 over y minus 2 dy. Okay, so step yang sama sahaja. Step 1, separate. Separatekan dia dulu jadi team Y, team X. And then we integrate them. So integrate here, 1 over y minus 2 dy going to give me ln y minus 2. And then on the right hand side here, going to give me x squared over 2 plus c. And so I stop there. I can now use my condition here again, because this is particular solution punya video. So given to us is x value, which is 0, and a y value, which is 5. And so we are going to insert it, which is 3 is 5. I mean, y is 5. Y value is 5, and then minus with 2. And then x is actually 0. So 0 squared over 2 plus c. And so our value of c is actually ln 3. Right? So ln 3, c is the value of c is ln 3. Therefore, we subbed into the general solution and then we got the answer. And then our final answer is just ln y minus 2 is equals to x squared over 2 plus ln 3. Ta-da! We've finished. Easy, isn't it? So you will love this chapter 3.1. And so here, I got two more examples to show to you, which I have already done it. So I want you to practice by your own by using the notes that I have given to you all. Please use it wisely. I mean, write it down nicely. Um, um, yeah, don't get too lazy. Please write it down because the more you write, the more you better in maths. Okay, so here we go. I separate them as usual. I got this because all of these are y. So this is team y, cross multiply. It will be on the left hand side here, 1 over y times 1 plus y dy. And then x is just dx times with 1. And so I got everything here. But just that you know, this is partial. This is in need of the technique of partial fraction. Okay, integrate it using partial fraction dahulu. So this is it. This is what I got. And then I got find the value of a and b. And then, yeah, this is it. This is my partial fraction. This is my right hand side, dx. And so I integrate them, and then subs in the value of x and y. This is my conditions. And then I got my c value is just ln 4 over 5. You do it by yourself. You stop the video here, pause the video right now, and then you do it by yourself first. Then you look at my answer, whether you got it the same as me or not. If you got the same, please comment, yay, I got the answer. Okay? And then the last example from me, it is just quite complex a bit, but not too hard. All we can do is just bring the team x on the right hand side here. I mean, the team x, okay, this is y, this is team y. Exponent negative 2y is team y. So I should bring it down. So I got 1 over exponent negative 2y. This is team y, okay? Be careful with that. And this is sine, this is x, team x. Therefore, I got sine 2x over 1 plus sine squared x. And then I integrate both sides, and then I realize that this is substitution method, and then I solved it. You pause the video again, solved it, and then you got the value of c. How do you get the value of c? Because you have the conditions, and then you put the value of c into the general solution, and here is my answer. I just stopped it there. Okay, because my y value, my y function could be anything there. So that's why I remain my y, whatever y on the left hand side, I just leave it there. Because as long as I found the value of c, it's just perfectly fine, and make this as the conclusion then. Thank you.